Most writing is not original. No, not really, and I discussed that in another video, and the link is in the description. It sounds fine, it reads smoothly, it even feels finished. But if you look closely, it could have been written by almost anyone. And that's the problem. Because writing doesn't become yours when it's correct. It becomes yours when it stops sounding like everyone else. And that only happens during revision. And still, it sounds like everyone else if you're not careful about revision. You know that's the real problem with AI. It's the collective human voice. Words become a commodity. And that's good because of the insight that you get from a different perspective. But you must thoroughly revise it so it becomes your voice. Better writing is not the same as authentic writing. And if you don't know how to tell the difference, you'll stop at the exact moment your work still needs you the most. How can you tell if your writing is really you? Well, revision is the key no matter the source of your first draft. Hey, that's coming up right now. Tired language. Welcome, I'm D.L. Hughes from VelocityWriting.com. Let me show you what I mean about the problem of borrowed language. A first draft, human or AI, tends to pull from shared language, inherited rhythms, the structures that feel familiar, shared phrases, the ones we've all heard before, and generic emotions you've seen expressed 100 times. Now, this is not wrong. It's just that it's not yours. And that's why so much writing feels interchangeable. Not because the writer lacks ability, but because the language hasn't been challenged yet. You'll see lines like, "He felt a deep sadness." Well, that works. But it doesn't belong to anyone. Or you might read, "She couldn't believe what had happened." Again, it's clear, it's correct, and it's completely generic. And here's where most writers stop, because the sentence is technically fine. But fine is exactly what keeps your writing from becoming memorable. Unfortunately, it needs revision to be exciting and memorable for readers. Ear or soul. This is where revision becomes something different, not fixing or replacing. Revision is where you begin asking a harder question. You don't ask, "Does this sound good?" But you start asking, "Is this mine?" Because your first draft is full of borrowed language, as I said, patterns you've absorbed, rhythms you've inherited, phrases that feel natural because you've heard them before. And that connects directly to the framework we've talked about in the previous 2 videos in this series. Creativity equals heredity times environment plus unique personal experiences. Your heredity gives you tendencies. Your environment shapes your exposure. But your personal experience, that's where originality actually lives. And here's the issue. Most first drafts don't reach that level. They stay in that shared layer I'm talking about. You don't want to be on that shared layer. That means revision is where the real work begins. Because if you don't actively replace what isn't yours, you'll never reach what is yours. Hey, if you're getting helpful insight, please like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon to get notifications about my new videos, and your comments are always welcome. The heart of revision. So what does revision actually look like? Well, let's go back to that sentence. He felt a deep sadness. Well, revision doesn't ask, how do I make that prettier? It asks, what does sadness look like to this person? Now the line might become, he folded the letter twice, then a third time, even though it was already small enough. That is the focal length of revision, when you stop with unoriginal language and get to the emotional center. You must draw deeply on your heredity times environment plus unique personal experiences to make that shift. Now, that's not more complex. It's more specific and authentic. You're not naming emotions, you're observing them. And that is the shift from language to experience. But here's the part most writers resist. It takes time. It takes attention. Anyone can assemble ideas into words, even AI. But that is not the same as authorship. It takes a willingness to throw away sentences that are perfectly acceptable to break through the revision barrier. And if you're not willing to replace what's merely good, you'll never discover what's actually yours. Because this is where writing stops being assembly, like we see with AI, and starts becoming authorship. You're no longer arranging words. You're selecting meaning. You're asking, what would I notice here? What detail would I choose? What phrasing would I never hear from anyone else? That's revision, not improvement. It's transformational. Identity beyond words. So no, revision isn't just a step in the process. Well, it is, but, it isn't. It's the moment where writing becomes yours, not because it's polished, but because it's lived. So here's the shift that's so important. Revision stops asking, is it good? You start asking, is it mine? Revision is not about making your writing better. It's the transformation that you're seeking. It's about making it yours. Because now, when everyone can produce competent writing with tools like generative AI, competence doesn't stand out anymore. What stands out is what only you would notice, what only you would say, what only you would feel. And that's based on going deep with your own heredity times environment plus unique personal experiences. That's the layer most writers never reach. And now you know how to see it. Have a great writing day.